I want to bring in Quentin Williams. He's a former FBI agent and federal prosecutor. Good morning. So glad that you could be with us. People are just fascinated by this case, by Luigi Mangione. I mean, this is a person who is a suspected murderer, yet he's become this online sex symbol, a far outcry from the sort of suspect we've seen in the past, the profile of suspects in the past. What do you make of it all?
Well, I don't know if he intended to be a martyr, but it appears as though this folk heroism has sprouted out as a result of the way a lot of people feel about the United States healthcare system. That doesn't excuse these kinds of actions, obviously, and we don't want to in any way encourage these kinds of actions. So I'm very concerned about the way many people feel about this case.
So when it comes to profiling, something that we've all heard about by now, people follow true crime, they watch a lot of programs, and they understand the process a little bit. This guy doesn't seem to really fit the bill. He's educated, came from a great family, well-read, articulate. He's not sort of that lone wolf that we often think about. So how do you think this changes the way the investigation will move forward into his motive?
Well, firstly, I do think he fits the profile.
You do? Okay.
In that it was a personal issue for him. He did this because of a personal issue with the system, and that was the impetus. So if we look at that, he fits the profile very well. His education also enabled him to do certain things, like make the ghost gun. He's an engineering expert. So this enabled his intelligence level, helped him in many ways. I also think that going forward, those issues will be held against him. Because they are evidence of his guilt. Again, he's alleged to have committed these crimes. He has not been convicted yet. But as he goes through the process, the evidence of his wherewithal, intelligence, his ability to gain access to the weapon through the components that he had delivered to him, allegedly, that's going to be held against him. And then the personal vendetta that he had against the healthcare system will be held against him.
And what about this 3-page manifesto that apparently was on him when he was picked up in McDonald's? According to reporting, he says that he was acting alone in this document. He apologized for any strife that his traumas and actions could have caused. How damning is this for his case?
Extremely, and it shows that because he could have discarded all of those pieces of evidence, but it could show that he knew he was going to get caught. He wanted to be a martyr in some way, and so this is a statement made by him against a system that he feels is flawed in many ways.
Yeah, he wrote, frankly, these parasites simply had it coming. I want to ask you lastly about this extradition. How can he successfully fight this one?
He won't be able to successfully fight it. But one thing that he does want to do is he wants to avoid being locked up in New York because of the system that many know to be one of the most treacherous jail systems at Rikers Island that we have in the United States. So he'd probably prefer to stay in Pennsylvania, but that won't happen. He's fighting extradition. There will be a hearing, and he's entitled to that hearing, but he's going to lose that hearing.
Quentin Williams is a former FBI agent and federal prosecutor. We really do appreciate your time with us this morning. Thanks again.
Thank you.